It felt like that they were very loud.
Okay, so what are we doing now?
Okay, is it on? Oh yeah. I still just
Come over
talk
here,
the
man.
conversational level. Okay, so basically we're making brown bread. Nora, this is my mum's recipe. But these are pound, so we have a completely different system. I'm not sure how it translates, but these are pound loaf tins. So we're gonna make 2 pounds in the one go. So first of all, the same coarse flour and 2 pounds of that. Excuse me there, Leo. Good that. No, hang on, I need to put this in here, look. Okay, and then when I say you can lift it and put it in. There's, oh no, hang on. There's one. Go on, lift it and put it in. And then Leo's going to do the next one. So 2 pounds of that. Now, there you are, Leo Kelly. In you go.
I know.
There you go.
Can you
Now, love. There you go, and it goes in there. Good boy. So that's pretty much all the weighing we need to do. This is a very informal recipe. And the next thing then is... Oh, careful. No. Okay. No, this isn't children. There's a reason to took children on cookery shows. Okay, actually, yeah, let them up there and I'll quickly do. So then it's 2 teaspoons of salt. So it's 2 pounds of wholemeal flour, 2 teaspoons of salt.
Do a little dance for us there, Nuala.
Scooby-Doo! That's my sister Chris. 2 bread soda, which I would normally sieve in because it gets clumpy, but because of the hang on here. Now, after that, it's handfuls of everything. And I've got little leather monkey paws, so I don't know how big your hand is, but just be generous. So it's wheat germ.
I always think of the gorilla trap. You know, the...
Porridge.
Sometimes Alva can't get her hand out of the jar because she doesn't realise you have to let go of the fist to get your hand out. So I trap her. That's how I trap her.
No.
Nuts in
So
the jar.
normally it's like a fistful of pumpkin and sunflower seeds, but because I've them mixed, I'm just doing 2 of each. But all this is very non-specific. And then the great thing is the walnuts, because this is actually what gives it a flavour. This bread will last up to a week if you toast it, and it's because the walnuts keep toasting up nicely. Now, so there's your... Oh! Hey! What's going on?
Excuse me.
Magic word for the doo-doo. Did he? Keep it tightly in your lips. Please. Tightly in your lips. So now,
Tell me what were the 2s that went in there?
2 pounds of wholemeal flour and 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of bread soda, and then handfuls of porridge, wheat germ, mixed seeds, and nuts. So basically, all you do in this is all the dries into a bowl, and then a litre of buttermilk, and that's it. You put it into the tins and you cook, and literally you cannot burn this bread. We have like overcooked it by an hour, and it's still very, very edible. So it's kind of foolproof. I'm going to put the whole litre in, but just because of the... So basically, you just...
And I imagine in the States it's like 2 pints or half a quart or some.
Yeah, I have no idea actually.
But I think you can be loose enough with like measurements, can't you?
Yeah, I guess, but it's the pound loaves. We're filling 2 pound loaves tins, so I don't know. Yeah, you'd work backwards from the tins, I guess. So that is a litre of buttermilk.
Or about 2 pints.
Now, so then you just mix it all up. Make sure you get all the dry at the bottom. Now, I think for some reason that seems a bit wet to me. You want it to be wet? It's going to be a very wet mixture and it pours in. Oh, they're the scones actually. Hang on, let's just check the scones. So I'm going to give them another 5 because they just could be a bit more golden on top. Turn it around. Jesus, the back of my oven's way hot. And I'm going to give it just 5. Actually, that's the perfect time just to get the bread ready. Now, if you find your mixture is a bit wet, Celia, it's probably fine. But anyway, don't be shy of putting an extra fistful of, say, porridge or wholemeal flour or something just to absorb. You obviously get this down to all your own measurements and tins. But that's about how wet, like it just kind of drops wetly off a spoon. Literally while they're actually gone. You want to come up my back in a second? In here. And yeah, so that's pretty much divided between the two. Poke it into the corners of the tin and make sure it's flat for cutting. It's just easier. And one of them's quite full actually compared to the other. And then just sprinkle your sesame seeds on top of the time.
Yeah, you're certainly right. I don't have any babies.
No. So where the scones were in at like say 240 for 20 minutes, hot and quick, these are 180 for 50 minutes, so they're kind of less hot and longer. But as I said, indestructible if you forget about them.
Are they nice?
My pumpkin. My pumpkin.
So anyway, you can test it, see the way it's coming out clean. But generally they're so robust, I don't bother. 50 minutes is plenty, and then I have a little wooden yoke and just flip them out. And you'll have greased your tins, and I grease these with olive oil, but you can grease them with anything. And just make sure that you aerate the bottom of them to give yourself a crust, because if you leave them in the tins, you probably know all this, they'd go down. So, like a Chine. They freeze really well, but also they last about a week. Like the first 2 days you can eat it fresh, but after that I just toast it and it's lovely.
Great.
Ta-da! Okay.
I'd like to say no hassle, but that would be pretty.
That was the most fraught recipe video of all time, which couldn't be helped for sure.
Quiva, anything to say? Anything to say to LA? She's our skivvy. She's working hard here in the background.
Enjoy your bread.